Hi friends, today we'll be moving on logarithms. So rules of logarithms. Now before entering into this, we commit our ways unto God's hand. So looking at the first rule, the first rule, rules of logarithms. So looking at the first rule, the rule says the same base, but this is the base, abi? So looking at this, log a then plus this. In this situation, logarithm, this plus will turn to times. So when it is turning to times, it will be in this form. Since they are in the same base, so it will be log p times, that's p times q, that's pq. Then you pick one a, pick one log a, then p times this turns to times. So pick log log a, just one. So this is what we get. So looking at the second rule, the same thing. You pick one log a, then this minus turns to divide for logarithm. So p divided by q. Looking at the third one says anything raising, this is the power, this is the power. So this power is coming to this side, it's coming to I mean behind this log. So the n is coming behind the log, so it will be n log a b. So anything raising up power something, if it's an number, so the anything raised power means 3 raised power 3 will come back to be behind the log. I mean something like this, 3 comes to this side. So let's move further. So anything base, looking at this log a1, that is log base a1. So anything in form of this, it may not be a, it may be any letter, any number. So anything log 1 with any base, I mean, so with any base, anything log 1 with any base, it is 0 in this form. The base may be 3, it may be 2, it may be 1. So it doesn't matter, but it is equals to 1. So anything in log 1 equals to 0. So looking at the fifth rule, says log aa, that is the base and the power. I mean the base and the power. No, sorry. Looking at this in this form, log aa, this is the base. So in this form, it gives 1. It may be a letter, it may be number. So log 33, it may be even number like 3322, it is 1. So let's move to the sixth rule. The sixth rule says something in this form. I want you to take note of this. This is the base. So you can also write it in this form. Log, this will come down. Then what's left? Ax, abi. So the n, you just put it here equals to x. So you can also write it in this form. If you want to return it, that's a raised power x equals to n. Remove the log. So let's move into some questions involving logarithms. So looking at these questions, so okay, let's solve the questions. Looking at this question, so the same base, so you pick one log 10 according to the second rule. So you pick x plus 1, this minus turns to what? Divide, as we said, x minus 1, so equals to your 1. So in this form, in this situation, you will now see we proved the fifth rule. I want you guys to go back to the rules where we proved rule number 15, where we say the base is raised to power the outer part of it. Now looking at this, this base, it will be in this form: x plus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 10 raised power 1. 10 raised power 1 is still 10. So when we cross multiply, x plus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 10 over 1. So when we cross multiply, that's 10 times x, that's 10x. Let's write it in this form: x minus 1 equals to x plus 1. Abi, this times 1 is still this. So I mean 1. So 10 times x, that's 10x, minus 10 times minus 1, that's minus 10, equals to 1 times 1 is here, this 1 multiply by this, you can put it in brackets. So 1 times x, that's x plus 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So when we collect like terms, putting x together, x minus 1 coming to this side, so 1 minus 10 coming to the other side, it turns to what? Plus 10. So this will be 9x equals to 11. Now divide both sides by x, divide both sides by 9, I mean. So we want to look for our x. So x, 9 cancel 9, abi. So what's left? S equals to 11 over 9. Final answer. Looking at this question, the same rule, the fifth rule, so it applies to this. So meaning that log, you just put your log, this is the base, comes to this side, and 25 equals to 5x. You can also return it, 4 raised power 5x equals to 25. Remove your log, so it will now be log. So we'll be looking at it. How can we raise this? So but don't worry, but I want you guys to notice something here. This is the question: 4 raised power 5x equals to 25, but it is still the same thing as saying 25 equals to 4 raised power. It's still the same thing. So okay, now looking at this, from where we stopped, so we will now put it in, since the base here is what, 4, but we can never press this on calculator. So for us to press at this on calculator, it will now be log 25, or we can say 5 square, that's 25, then over, you put it in base 10, and log 410. So in order to press it on calculator, so equals to 5s. So when we look for this, log, okay, bringing these two to this side, when you check the rules, raising power comes to the behind of the log, that's 5, then 10 divided by log 410 equals to 5x. Let's pause it. Then so we look for log 5, that is log 5. Just press it on your calculator and multiply by 2, get your result. Log 4 base 10, just press log 4 on your calculator, get your result. So the result, when we divide by both together, so the result is 2.3222. Let's stop, so equals to 5x. So you divide both sides by 5, that's coefficient of x, that is, in order to look for our x. So when we divide this, it will now be x equals to 0.6, no, it will be, so it will be 0.4644. Final answer. So looking at this situation, the same thing, rule number 5. So this is not bearing log beside, so it is just a number outside at the other side. So it will be 4 raised power 2. Note, so it will now be x squared plus 7 equals to 4 raised power 2. So the base is raised power, the outer, because it's not bearing, it is just ordinary number, it's not bearing x, and log, I mean, it's not bearing log, so it will be in this form, the log, take it away. So it will now be x squared plus 7 equals to, that's 4 squared, that's 16. So this quadratic, not quadratic equation form. So it will now be, when you collect like terms, x squared, so looking at this, x squared equals to 16 plus 7 coming to this side, it will be minus 7. So x squared will be 9. Now x equals to square root of 9. S equals to 3. Final answer. So moving to the fourth question. Looking at this fourth question, basis. I want you guys to, that's our first row. First and second, combination of both. So plus and minus. So have you guys know what you can do here in this situation? So base 6, just pick one log 6. That is base 6. This 9, this plus turns to what? Times. So you must know that. Positive bracket. 9 times 12. This minus turns to what? Okay, plus, and another plus, times 64. This divided by what? 72. So it doesn't really cost to anything. So it will now be log 6 open bracket. So when we multiply everything together,